Some stories don't begin with thunder. They don't arrive in a storm of emotions or unfold in a burst of color. They tiptoe in softly, gently, like a sigh you didn't know you were holding. Have you ever met someone who gives endlessly? The one who's always there, the one who fixes, who listens, who fills every silence but their own? The one who stays behind when everyone else moves forward, quietly stitching together the lives of others while their own unravels at the edges. We all know someone like that. And sometimes that someone is us. You see, giving can be beautiful until it begins to erase you. Until one day you look into the mirror and realize you've been pouring from an empty cup. This episode, this ripple, is not about the noise of the world, but the quiet moment when someone decides to stop being everything for everyone and start being something for themselves. Let's step into the story together. The story of a boy who lived for others and a man who finally decided to live for himself. This is episode 17. My Cup Runneth Dry, featuring Just Fade Away, penned by our very own Ilayamagan Guru. Just fade away. No goodbyes. In a village vast and timeless, where golden fields kissed the sky, where trees whispered stories of forgotten days, and autumn painted the world in hues of amber and crimson, there lived a boy born of earth and wind. He did not live for himself. He lived for everyone else. His name is now lost in the winds, but his life remains, etched in the shadows of others' needs. A child of quiet brilliance, his mind sparkled like the first stars at dusk. Yet his dreams were seeds that never took root, for his hands were always busy, building, helping, serving. Friends, neighbors, strangers, they all called upon him, and he answered every time. He gave and gave and gave. Never once did he ask for anything in return. He only thought, someday they'll love me as I've loved them. But as the years drifted by, his unspoken dreams faded beneath the weight of others' desires. His laughter dimmed, his shoulders bent, his heart, once boundless, began to ache. And one day a quiet question stirred within him. Will anyone ever care for me the way I've cared for them? The answer came in silence. Every time he reached out, a hand withdrew. Every time he called, the world turned away. He had been the healer of wounds, the mender of hearts, the quiet strength behind every storm. Yet when he faltered, no one stood beside him. He had lived his life for others and in the process forgotten himself. Years passed, seasons changed, and one autumn evening, as leaves drifted down like memories surrendering to time, he paused. He turned back to look at the life he had lived and saw the faces of those he'd once carried through their darkest nights. Some had moved on, some still leaned on him, and none had truly seen him. In that stillness, he understood. The love he had given freely had become his prison. The sacrifices he made had built the walls around him. He had given everything until there was nothing left. But deep within, a spark flickered. Small, fierce, defiant. And that spark whispered, "Enough." He would no longer live in the shadows of others' needs. He would no longer pour from an empty cup. He would no longer wait for love to return. That evening, beneath the glowing autumn sky, he rose. He walked past the fields, past the village, past every echo of a life that had claimed him. No farewells, no explanations, just the sound of footsteps fading into the horizon, where the sky met the earth and the air was finally his own. The village, vast and timeless, would remember his kindness, his light. But they would never find him again. For the boy who once lived for everyone else had become something far greater. The fire beneath the autumn sky, uncontainable, unbound, alive at last. And so he walked, away from the noise, away from the shadows that had shaped him, away from the version of himself that gave until it disappeared. No goodbyes, just the sound of his footsteps fading into the horizon, steady, certain, free. Sometimes fading away isn't about leaving others behind. It's about finding yourself again. Beneath the weight of years spent living for everyone else. You see, the world often celebrates the giver, the helper, the selfless one. But rarely do we stop to ask, what happens when the giver runs dry? It takes courage to walk away. It takes strength to say enough. Not because you've stopped caring, but because you finally learned to care for yourself. To everyone who has ever loved too much, helped too long, and forgotten where you end and the world begins, this ripple is for you. You are not selfish for choosing yourself. You are not cruel for stepping away. You are simply human, learning, healing, reclaiming your life. And maybe, just maybe, you don't have to say goodbye to anyone. You just need to say hello to yourself. This story never spoke his name, and that was on purpose. Because he could be me, he could be you. He could be anyone who has ever stood in his shoes, quietly giving until there was nothing left to give. I'll let you decide his name. Or perhaps you already have. This has been episode 17, My Cup Runneth Dry, featuring Just Fade Away, a beautiful story penned by Ilayamagan Guru. This is a ripple for every soul that has ever given too much, and for everyone now learning that love must include you too. Until we meet again next week with yet another ripple, this is AeVeySpeaks, signing out with lots of love.